Hello and welcome back to another warm-up rambling video. We are here at home with the setup. Um, we got the Pro Marks fashion stick. At home, I was thinking maybe I might have wanted to use the webcam, but we are using the OG camera. So, also we're drawing in the Super Mario binder. The doodle pad is not done yet, but I think I will save that for when we go outside again. There's a lot of snow out there, so and it's really cold. Like I just came back from out there, and yeah, we're just gonna get started with our warming up. And usually, like I guess you like arguably you can do anything you want when you warm up, right? But usually for me, it's like to test the lines. The one advantage that the doodle pad has over this is that it is a bigger sheet of paper, and that makes it a bit more like easy to use. Um, I noticed that you know it's fine, but yeah, you do check your lines. I notice this has been a problem for all my life, where you have to go over the line again. I can never get it right. So my handwriting looks so bad. The ink is like blotting all over the page. So let's just do. I'm wiping it with a tissue, and cause I don't really want to get. I've seen people use like a little like a card or like a sheet of paper, so that they don't get the lines on them. But I just want to get my arm moving. Just do things that move my arm, and I guess we could talk about some of the stuff. So it's been a while since I've made a video, and or not been a while because I literally like so in sequence of videos, the video that says new uh, setup or testing new setup would have been the day before this video or 2 days before this video. So but that would be like a long time before the last like actual upload, which is funny, but it's just the way that it is. But outside of the logistics of talking about that, uh, we have seen a bunch of episodes of The Outer Limits, the 19 whatever version, not 1990, but like 1960 something, and uh, there's too much to go over one by one. I'm just gonna talk about the one that was the most curious to me. Don't Open Till Doomsday. I actually had to watch the episode twice because I was watching it or I had it on in the background. Like you usually have it on the background while I'm drawing, much like this, and then I had it like things happened in it, and I was like, wait a minute, what's going on? Because I didn't understand what was happening. And essentially, there's a young married couple. They eloped, and they're trying to hide out from family and friends, mostly just the girl's father, because if he found out that she eloped with this guy, he would blow his gasket. And there's a woman that owns the place where they're gonna be, hiding out at, like the house or the apartment or whatever. And she got left by her fiance at that same exact house, even though she owns it now. She's over the top. She's dramatic. She sings. She is like theatrical, and the real trick is that whatever. So the girl that is married to the guy is worried about their future and all this other stuff, and just uh distraught about like do you love me? Are you gonna leave me? Or any of that stuff. And the guy seems to be a little bit distraught, but not really. Like I guess worried or pensive, whatever you would call it. And He goes downstairs to hide the car so that they don't like people can't see the car in the driveway. So he goes upstairs to hide the car and get the bags. She doesn't want to go because she doesn't want to be alone. He leaves. She is seeing the gifts from the ladies whose fiance disappeared. She's seeing the gifts on the table, and uh, if I go back for 1 second, they did make a comment about the gifts on the table, like they didn't even open them, and um, so this is in the future again. So they open the box. No, there's no box open. She sees the box flashing, and the box is flashing, and she looks into the box because she hears like a voice or something, and then like so this is gonna be oops spliced together. Look at that lighting, crazy lighting. The window is literally to the right or the left, so this should not exist, but I guess it's reflecting off of the computer screen. But where on the computer screen? At the top. There it is. Anyway, so we're talking about the outer limits. Don't open till doomsday. She looked into the box, and inside of the box there was somebody trapped. But they were telling her to go away, and she got teleported into the box. She was trapped in the box. Her husband, newlywed, comes back to the room. She's gone. He thinks like he jumps to conclusions crazy fast. He thinks that she left. Like she's just like, I'm out of here. Which in my opinion doesn't make any sense because she was worried about you leaving. So why the heck would she leave? So he takes it really hard. Um, the lady who owns the place is like, no, she's here. She's still here because she knows what's going on. But we don't technically know what's happening just yet. We don't know what's happening, and he gets in the. So he's like so bummed out. He takes the bags. He leaves with the bags, and he like goes and drives off or whatever. And she's like, no, she'll be here. She's coming right back. Don't worry, she'll be here. She's here. Don't worry, she'll be right back. And he doesn't even like look around for her or nothing. He just takes the bags and leaves with his head hung real low. And what makes that super funny is here we go. So he does all of that crap, right? Little bro um calls, hey, could you send the rest of our can you just send the rest of my stuff to my to this to my address or whatever? Can you just send it? And I lose my mind, bro. Like, did you actually even love this girl? Because you talked her into like pretty much eloping, and she disappears, and your first thought is like, well, I just give up. Like, you didn't even try to like look for like what was the point of like getting her to elope and all that stuff if you don't really care that much? Like, I'm just confused. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just confused because you really liked her that bad. You would have at least looked for her a little bit. You didn't even try to look. You just gave up. It's like, yeah, I just been driving around all night. Just and then the lady was lying to him, saying that yeah, she's here, and then she was like, and then he was like, put her on the phone. Put her on the phone. It's like, bro, what do you mean put her on the phone? If she's there or not, and if you really wanted to like check, why wouldn't you just go there and check, you bozo? So the girl's father somehow finds where she is and goes to that particular building establishment, and the lady tricks him into that the daughter's there, tricks him to go upstairs and to do the thing. He goes upstairs, he sees the thing. There he sees the daughter inside there. They're like, no, don't get out of here, get out of here. So he starts running, and then the little box starts shooting little beams out of it. It's like boom, boom, and missed. And as he runs into the doorway, he gets Tron. Like, have you ever seen the movie Tron? You know what I'm talking about? How they stop, and then they get like special effect. So he stops to get special effect. He gets sucked into that little universe, and now he's in there begging for a way out and trying to cry to get a way out. And the comedy is that I don't remember if this part they show us like why they're in there. Still, it's kind of a mystery. I'm like the way that I recall it is still pretty much a mystery. And then the second part is like super crazy because the guy comes back and she tricks the guy into also getting sucked in there, and they all get sucked in except for the woman. And we meet the monster. There's a monster inside of this thing, and what the monster wants people to do is, if they go out there, they have to like help it reconnect with the rest of its invasion force, because it's the mind. It's like the hive mind, and the only way it can help anything or anyone is if it can go back to his little group and control them or whatever. And it's funny because like that is a very interesting proposition. Like, oh, you want to get out of here? You have to reconnect me with my little minions, with my grunts. And the lady agreed to find him a willing man so that she could get her husband back, because people think that her husband went up to the mountains and he never came back. No, he got sucked into that box by that alien thing, and or I guess thing from another dimension, because they love the fourth dimension and the outer limits. But it got sucked into another dimension, and what really ended up happening is that he refused to do the thing so that that thing could destroy the universe and destroy Earth and stuff like that. So I think that that's pretty funny, because the reason why he's gone is because he had principles, but the reason why she got out was because she promised that she would find somebody who was malleable enough to do the bidding for that monster. And I think that that's like really like funny. I think that's a really like humorous thing, because nobody would do it, but everybody would just lie about doing it. Like, oh, I'll do it, but and so they lied about doing it so that they could get out. I believe three of them got out. The father, the guy who was married to his daughter, and the daughter. So they get out, and he's like, I was just lying so that we could get out of here. And then they zap the father back into the box. It also, I believe, kept the woman that owned the place and her husband. And he said, if I can't, do my primary objective, then I'm just gonna unborn. I'm gonna uncreate myself. So it starts rumbling. The girl and the guy run out of the building as fast as they could. They run as far as they could get, and it blows up. And then it says, "Don't open till doomsday." Like, it zooms in on like a little picture. It's like, "Don't open till doomsday," and it's so crazy. Like, it was such a crazy like episode, because I was like, yeah, this episode is like kind of like real like normal, like real like you know something that you could watch with somebody who's like not really into like scary stuff, and they just kind of want to see like a slice of life episode. No, that was kind of scary, and that was kind of like insano. But you know, I believe that is all we have for now. Hopefully, when you see this, this will be edited together. But hopefully, the edit can work very well. But until then, thank you, and hopefully like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you again on the next one. Bye.